Katy Perry meets country music with a twist of Southern rock. I'm talking about Stevie Jewel next on the Chris Top program.
The Top, broadcasting worldwide on iHeartRadio and Spreaker.com.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? My name is Dorcas Maximus, Commander of the Dorks of the North, General of the Dork Legions, loyal servant to the true Emperor Dork Vader. And I will have my vengeance. Dorks of the world, unite! Portions of the day's programming are reproduced by means of electrical transcriptions or tape recordings.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
I am the one and only Chris Top.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program.
Broadcasting live from my lavish studio apartment.
The VCR and the DVD, there was a night of black rap back in 1970. We didn't know about the World War Web was a whole different game being played back when I was a kid. Wanna get down in a cool way, picture yourself on a beautiful day. Big bell bottoms and groove along here, just walking in style with a portable MP3 play. You can listen to the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the music on the Chris Top program.
Only Chris Top.
Play the music on the Chris Top program. You can hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
Sunny Clarksville, Tennessee.
You can hear the talk in the Chris Top program.
This is the Chris Top program.
And I'm the one and only Chris Top, broadcasting live from our lavish home studio here in sunny Clarksville, Tennessee, with an ocean view. How in the hell are you doing, world?
Sup.
Sup?
Sup. Yo, yo.
So, what did you think about the thing I did with the letter I wrote to Christian, the audio version of
I
it?
thought that was cool. I liked that you didn't really put any audio, or not audio, but music in the background.
Yeah, I was just pretty much me just, reading what I wrote.
Yeah, I liked
It's
the sound effects, though.
Yeah. I think they added, I catch myself wanting to go back and listen to the beginning over and over because it's got that little Sweet Child of Mine riff in it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it makes it kind of fun, and it just sort of takes me back, I guess, to that time. So I don't know. I had a lot of fun doing that.
Do you think you'll do any other ones?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how.
You should do the Fireflies one.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know how popular they're going to be, but for me, I guess it's not really about that. It's just fun, I guess, for me to go back and do those. I'm going to share.
Yeah.
I'm going to share a little bit of one, not the whole thing because it's 4 minutes, but I'm going to share a little bit of one just so people will know what we're talking about. But my son just recently enlisted in the Marines, and he's getting close to graduation. It's next month, and I've been writing him letters, probably one a week. And when I first thought of writing letters for the very first time, I didn't like it just because it's been so long since I'd written a letter.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, man, I got to sit down and write a letter. I can't just call him, because that's the only way they let you stay in contact.
We're so spoiled.
Yeah, we are. But since the very first one, I realized that writing these letters is actually very therapeutic to me. And I'm going to kind of miss it, I think, when he's done. So I don't know. I mean, it's really therapeutic, and I really, really enjoyed writing the letters. And I feel like it's probably brought us closer because I'm saying things in the letters that maybe I wouldn't say just if we were hanging out. So it's kind of cool. But I'm going to give you like 30, 45 seconds of the one that I just did. And if you want to read the letters, just go back on my Facebook and look. I've got them all posted, but this is the only audio that I have. And I called this one 1988.
1 year before the big graduation day. A gallon of gas was 91 cents, and I couldn't stop listening to Guns N' Roses. Big Hair was in. Speaking of Big Hair, I could afford to see Big twice at the movies because tickets were $3.50. Welcome to the summer of 1988. Life was good to me that particular year. My first car was a 1971 Volvo. My brother Larry tried his best to make me believe it was a cool car. Looks a lot like a Mercedes, he told me. I believe it lasted about a week before falling apart on the way to work one day. I ended up buying Larry's 1985 white Cutlass with a vinyl roof. I'm guessing he gave me a good deal because he felt bad about the Mercedes.
Okay, and that's sort of an idea of what it is, but it goes on for about 4 minutes, and it was just, I don't know, it was a lot of fun for me to do that, and I feel like it's bringing us a lot closer, and I'm probably going to do some more like that. I mean, it didn't take too long to put it together, so maybe I'll do one tonight when we get back. I don't know. I think they're fun. I like having that audio version of it just to have. So I can look back one of these days and listen to it.
Yeah.
Or he can look back and... Have you ever been in a situation where you wanted to tell somebody a story like the way somebody else told it to you? Mm-hmm. Like, say, maybe your grandfather told you a story one time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, and you want to share that story with somebody, but you can't quite tell it the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Christian will be able to play this for his kids or grandkids, and if they want to know me a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I'm
really
seeing this
cool.
stuff. Yeah. But anyway, enough of that. People are here to check out Stevie Jewel.
They're never here for us.
Yeah, I know. I got a couple of amazing songs from Stevie that I can't wait to share with everybody. And that's pretty spot on. It's like Katy Perry meets country music. And that's kind of how I see Stevie Jewel, and just absolutely adore her. We had a chance to meet her in person last year at the CMA Fest, and she is coming back this year for another interview.
Yeah.
So we get to catch up with her today and also in June. And she'll play for us live there, I'm sure. So it's going to be fun.
It's going to be bows.
We'll get to chill with Stevie.
We're always chilling.
With everybody.
Just everybody.
Yeah.
And then you invite yourself over to their house for dinner.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I want you to say Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
Magnolia Emporium.
That's what I said. Magnolia Emporium.
No, not Magnolia Emporium.
I said that. Magnolia Emporium.
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 No, not young. It's Magnolia Emporium.
Handy Randy.
Magnolia Emporium.
704-248-6808. We want your space to reflect your success.
4 days out of the year, June 9th through the 12th, talented dorks of the world meet under one roof at B.B. King's Blues Club, Nashville, Tennessee. After 3 days of interviews, the Chris Top program, Magnolia Emporium, and B.B. King's Blues Club, Nashville, will bring you the WABA Awards 2016.
2 full hours of laughs, tears, triumph, and loss. Many of your favorite artists will be performing live.
This entire event is free to the public.
Everyone is encouraged to show up live and in person and listen to each live broadcast.
Feel free to get a picture on the red carpet with your favorite artist. You are all invited free of charge to the WABA Awards too. Remember, the event will not cost anyone a dime, but we are encouraged to buy food and drinks at BB King's, and don't forget to tip your server.
Some lucky listeners will win free food vouchers while attending the awards ceremony. Some will even get a sweet treat from Hey Sugar Shop and leave smitten. Keep checking this page along with Facebook for the most current details.
We want to thank everybody for taking the rocky road to working on being awesome with us. June 12th, 2016, a handful of the world's most talented will walk away with a WABA Award.
This has been a Chris Top production.
You can either talk in the Chris Top program. Take it from the top.
You are absolutely, positively, 100% for sure in the right place. This is the Chris Top program. Now, we were just telling Stevie before we came on how it's kind of like a family reunion because we had a chance to meet her last year. We hung out during the interview, of course, and talked, and you actually came back for the WABA Awards.
Yes.
For the ceremony. Yeah, did you have fun? That was so much fun.
Of course I had fun. It was an excellent time.
Oh, my goodness. I had no idea what was going to happen. I was kind of scared.
I felt there was a good element of surprise.
Yeah.
But I also felt like the excitement made it just even better. So I was like surprised at moments of who was getting what award.
Yes.
But then the performances the talent was amazing.
Oh my goodness. It was insane, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. And we had no idea how it was going to turn out because we had only done it, we done it the year before and it was kind of a last minute thing. I called up BB King's. I was like, hey, can we come out and do some interviews? And they said yes. I was like, really? You're going to tell me I can? So we went out and did some interviews, and then we had maybe 10 people come back the last day, and we just sit down and ate together is all we did. So this last year, we decided to try to go a little bigger. And honest to goodness, we were expecting maybe 15, 20 people to show up. But no, we had like 60 or 70.
And I was all like, boom, bam.
So many people.
Yeah, so this year we're going to try to double that is what we're shooting for. So hopefully we'll be able to work it out. Now, I've got to ask you something, and you can say no if you want, but I mean, it might.
He brings out a piece of paper.
Might hurt my feelings.
I think he's got a speech planned out.
No, it's not a speech. No, I've already talked to you about this, so we're good. See, I've got this list. And I haven't told anybody about any of the performers yet.
Okay.
Yeah, for the 12th. But since you're on here now, I mean, we're doing an interview for sure, right?
Yes.
And then you're also going to come back on the 12th, and you're going to be one of the performers this year.
Yes, I'm very excited.
That is exciting. It's so exciting, and you're not the only one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 so far.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. And you're going to get to meet so many people.
Which is great. That's why I'm making
it's going to be a network
friends.
explosion.
Yes, friends and maybe people you can write with. I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Did you get a cookie last year? Did you eat one of the cookies?
I did. It was delicious.
Wasn't they?
Did you eat one of those chocolates too? Because we had those chocolates.
The truffles?
Yeah.
I think actually I ate both the chocolate and the cookie.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even be saying that, like watching your figure and whatnot, but I totally did.
Life's too short.
It was fun. I mean, we had the logo cookie and the truffles.
And those truffles were good, but that one in the golden wrapper.
The jalapeno one. I thought it was good. I liked it. I liked the one. I liked that one.
No.
Okay, so the
Not
last time that we really hung out and got a chance to talk was at the WABA Awards. So between then and now, I mean, what's been going on with your life? It seems like it's been pretty exciting.
Yeah, so last summer I performed at the Canadian Music Week in Toronto.
So you got to go home.
Yes, and from that I just started getting a lot of traction to the point where we decided to take a song to radio at the end of August, and that was great. It led to me performing at the Canadian Country Music Awards.
How cool was that for you?
It was amazing. I'd never been to Halifax before, which is way eastern coast Canada, and it's actually so far east that it's another time zone beyond New York.
Wow.
Which I had never really thought about before, but once you get to Europe, right, you know that the time's different, but I didn't realize that still in North America we had yet another time zone. So that was fun, and then after that we went on a radio tour across Ontario and promoted the single at radio, and I just got to meet so many people and play for so many different people, and it was so wonderful. It was great to meet people in the industry, but it was also great to meet fans and then make new fans, which then became friends. So it was basically all the awesome that I could imagine.
Now, all this happened when?
Last fall.
Last fall. So that was right after that. It was, because we did that in June.
Pretty much. So from June, then the single came out. I played a couple shows in July, sort of ramping up for the single. I played a couple festivals. And then after that, we released to radio, and it sort of just snowballed from there.
Oh, I bet you had a blast.
Yeah.
How long were you gone doing that?
I was on radio so I was in school full-time at Belmont at the same time, which was interesting, making that schedule work with my work schedule. But they were really cool, and I was able to somehow I planned it so that I was gone for like 15 days, but I only missed like 3 or 4 class days.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
And
You're
I
like
was
a
able
magician.
to shoot a music video as well during that time. So they just packed it in.
Oh, so you were having the time of your life, and you were probably just stressed out of your mind too.
Well, let's put it this way. When everyone else was going to after parties at the Canadian Country Music Awards, I was in my hotel room doing homework.
Oh, how difficult was that? Because I know you wanted to go to those parties.
Of course I did, of course.
Did you go to any of the parties?
I did get to go to some of the earlier ones.
Okay, that's good.
If I would have been there, I would have been such a bad influence on you.
Let's go party.
I'd have been like, Stevie, come on. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. What are you doing? You can do your homework anytime. We'll be back by 4 a.m. You got this.
Right? Just like an hour to write a speech? Totally.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. We'll wing it.
Wing it, yes.
Yay.
So that is exciting. So, I mean, have you had time to sort of relax a little bit and focus on school since you got back, or are you still hitting it pretty hard?
Not... I think I got to relax for like a week or two between December and January.
Yeah.
Which is really all you need when you get to do what you love as your profession.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a couple weeks of downtime, and then we got right back into recording for the new single. And I was writing this whole time, so I've been writing a ton of new material. And we're taking another single to radio in, I think it's going to be like April 10th.
Oh, that's next month.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. So now, have I heard this single, or is this something that you're still working on?
It's finished, but you only would have heard it if you'd heard me play live.
What's the name of it?
It's called Off the Market.
Okay.
It's literally off the market.
Yeah. So, and that's gonna come out on the 15th.
Yeah, it's going to go to radio right around April 10th, and then it's going to be available on iTunes right around May 1st.
Oh, you should think about sending that to me early just so I can hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Yeah,
I mean, I could maybe, just because we're
patient.
friends, shoot you a little email or something.
Yes. You won't get in trouble, will you?
No.
Okay. Because I won't play it for anybody else.
Except
we'll
for me.
listen to it. Yeah. Right. But I'm just so impatient, and I get so excited when you put new stuff out.
I want to hear this music!
So once you release it, once you send it out to the stations, you said it's going to be on iTunes when?
May 1st.
May the 1st. So
That's
you're going to make everybody wait. Yeah,
That's
I can't wait that long.
Way too long.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll still buy it too, but I just want to hear it early.
Why? Why though?
What?
Why is such a long wait?
Well, because they've got to build it up.
Right. So we want to get it to radio and let people sort of get a taste for it, and then we're going to release it. We have a whole plan. So, and then in June there'll be a music video for it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going to do a music video.
Sweet.
Yep.
In June. So have you started recording? You haven't started recording that yet?
We haven't started shooting the video, no.
That means me and Chris can be in it.
Yeah, I can be an extra.
Of course.
Yeah. I can even do backup, possibly.
No, don't let him do backup vocals. No.
Well, it's just a thought.
No.
Yeah. So how hard is it to have something complete and ready to go, and then you have to sit on it for days or weeks or even months sometimes?
That's the hardest part.
I'm sure.
It's so hard to have something that you are so in love with and you want to play it and you want people to be able to hear it, and then you can't yet. Mm-hmm. And we were going back and forth between this song and a couple other ones of which was going to be the single, which makes it even harder. So we just decided last week that this is the single. Mm-hmm. And so it's just, I've had to sit on like 3 different songs, and I can't wait for people to hear them, though. I'm so excited.
Oh, you know what we should have done? I didn't even think about it. We should have. You should have sent it to me, and then we could have just done like a 30-second excerpt.
Oh, that would have been such a good idea. Get people hyped for it.
Yep. We could have done. See, next time though.
Next time,
and then we'll make that happen. Okay. So do you have any ideas for the video yet? Like what you're going to do?
Yeah, so the song has a bit of a story to it, and that's kind of what I want to play off of. So using the story in the song, but then I also want there to be footage of me playing with my band. Mm-hmm. And so it'll be a combination of sort of a live performance mixed with a storyline.
See, that's going to be fun.
Yes.
That would be, that to me, that if I was a musician, that seems like that's how I would shoot my video. Because you want to show people a little bit about the live experience, but then you want to tell the story too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So are you going to be Obviously, you'll be in the band part,
Yes.
but will you be also in like the lead role, or are you hiring an actor for that, or how's that going to work?
I'm thinking that I'll probably be the lead of the video just because I wrote this song I wrote the lyrics entirely myself, so it's very close to me. And I just feel like it was born from my imagination, so nobody else is going to be able to tell the story the way that I saw it unfolding in my mind.
Chris is going, damn it, I wanted to be the
that
lead
part.
character.
Damn it.
Meanwhile, he's saying, I'll be an extra. He secretly wants to be
I
the
want to
lead.
take it over. I want to be Stevie
How it
Jewel.
always
I
is
want to
when you're
be.
an extra, though. Who doesn't want to be the main focus?
I could play you on the stage. Like,
There we go.
yeah, I
He
could
could
do
be
that.
jumping around.
So, like, can you give me an idea of what the theme of it's about, or is it
Is that
pretty
top secret?
The theme. Well, when I wrote this song, I'll give you a hint. When I wrote this song, I was thinking about Luke Bryan and how he sort of writes these songs that kind of objectify women. And I thought, what if somebody flipped the script on that and wrote a song about what it's like to objectify a guy a little bit?
Damn, girl! I'm all like excited now. I'm like, I want to hear this song. I want to hear how it goes.
so that
See
could
how
be
the
fun.
man feels about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could be the guy in the video, like getting just totally,
I mean, yeah.
Objectified
If you
upon.
wanted to.
He really wants to be in this video.
Guy, I won't tell him, though, that that's what's happening.
Yeah, don't tell him. Just let him. Yeah. That would be funny, though.
Yeah.
So you got the releases coming out, the single, you got the video coming out, and are we looking at an EP, an LP? What's going on?
Yeah, so we have been talking about an EP for a long time now, and it just seems like we have this song coming out, and then we have another song sort of scheduled for later in like the fall-ish. And so I think after that, probably it'll be time to release maybe an EP, probably more like a full length.
Oh,
Ooh,
so you're looking at
legit.
10 songs.
Yeah.
Going
I've
all
just
out.
been writing so much lately, and I love so much of what I'm writing that I really feel like it wouldn't be fair necessarily to hold that back.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing it, you might as well go for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's how I see it, too. I mean, go big.
Go
Of
big.
course.
Go big or go back to Canada. Now,
Bruh.
do you consider yourself a Nashvilleian now, or is your heart always going to be in Canada?
You know, I feel like my heart is really just split into both. I can't even say both America and Canada. I have just always loved traveling so much that I just feel like we as people now, we're sort of at the point where we're kind of a global community. And yeah, we all have different backgrounds and different ethnicities, but we're all just people at the end of the day. And I love traveling for that reason, because you meet so many different people from different cultures. So I can't say that I'm one that I love Canada more or I love Nashville more. I guess I love them both the same.
Sure. And as far as your country music career goes and songwriting and singing and performing, is there a better place to be than Nashville?
Canada is very receptive to country music. And I feel like they just relate to it really well, especially the part of Canada that I'm from, which is a pretty rural area.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you want to create country music and you want to be in a community of people that do that and to really express and grow your art, then Nashville is the place to be. But if you want to, I just feel like there's an audience for country music everywhere.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, we've had a lot of artists on the show. We've done hundreds of interviews, and we have a pretty large percentage of them that come from Canada. And
Right.
I mean, it's just the country music. You think of Nashville, but I think Canada's just right behind
It's
it.
cool. It's like a whole other state or
Yeah.
a country.
Country,
or
even.
Yeah.
Yeah. My geography is so great.
But no, we can't wait to see you again. We're so excited. And then you're going to have more to talk about, too, in June, because we've got the video that's going to already be out by then.
Yeah, it should be out the early part of June. So
Ooh,
we
maybe-
haven't set an exact date yet, but chances are good that it will be out by the time that I'm at the
maybe
Wobo
you
Award.
could send me a super secret link to that too.
Super secret links just going all over the
Possibly,
place.
yeah. That way, we can watch it 50 or 60 times
Right,
before.
right. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with adding some views. I'm
Right.
fine with that.
Before then, and then we can talk about that because I want to know, the ins and outs of the video.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll have lots of funny stories from filming.
Yes.
Oh, he's
I
already.
love those.
He'll be in these stories because he's
Oh,
going to be in
absolutely.
the
Of
video.
Right, because you're playing
He'll be the
opposite me in the
lead.
video.
Absolutely. Now, the pictures that we have of you with the guitar, you look so pretty in the black. What do you call that? It looks like a tutu almost.
I think that's what I'd call it. Thank
Yeah.
you very much, by the way. And
Yeah.
that's what I'd call it.
Isn't
tutu.
it a one-piece dress though?
No, it's just a white shirt that I had, and I was like, I don't really know what to wear with this.
She looks
tutu.
beautiful. It works.
Yeah, I like it.
I couldn't pull
Thank
it off.
you.
No, you couldn't.
No. Now, where did you have it shot at?
That was actually at the Marathon Building
Mm-hmm.
in Nashville. So,
Oh.
just like adjacent to downtown, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you look all like professional and everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. So, are you gonna like for this year at the WABA Awards and the red carpet and stuff? Are you gonna wear some bling this year? Like, because you were dressed up pretty nice last year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I am about to shoot the pictures for this new song that's coming out. So probably something that has to do with that so that my image is pretty consistent.
Oh, gotcha. There's going to be lots of red carpet pictures.
Wonderful.
So we'll do that for sure.
Okay.
And maybe during your interview, you could just kind of maybe wear your WABA shirt.
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Wear your WABA shirt with the tutu.
We could promote. Yes, the
With the
tutu and the
tutu.
WABA. That's perfect.
Yes.
That is because it matches, kind of. It's got the black logo.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really wear WABA shirts with anything.
Yeah, they go with
And
it.
black goes with everything,
Yes,
right? So
we-
the
Right,
shirt's
right.
black,
We
the shirt
designed
has-
them that way for that.
We designed them that way.
Now, we've
That's
got two songs that we're going to play today.
Okay.
Now, you sent me Catching a Vibe,
Yep.
and then you sent Wildflower.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, what I do, I put them in order of my least favorite to my favorite, but I was having a dilemma because I just absolutely love them both.
Thank you.
So I didn't know what to do. So I just I'm going to play them just because.
All right.
Yeah. Now, Catching a Vibe. Did you write this one yourself?
Yep.
All right. So tell me about it. Where did this come from?
So I was having writer's block, and I just couldn't seem to write anything that I like. I wasn't having any ideas that I was really attaching to and I was being able to run with. And then I just sort of like hit on, I think I started with the verse for this song, and I just started writing the first part of the verse, and all of a sudden it just like poured out on the page. I didn't even have any music. I just wrote the lyrics in like 15 minutes.
You kill me. I'm so jealous.
Dang, girl.
We were just talking to Derek about this before you came on. It's like you write these great songs and it just takes you 15 minutes.
Well, not all of them.
Okay.
This was a fluke for sure. Wildflower took many hours.
Many hours. I would be like many weeks.
Or many years.
Or many years, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I've heard that some of the greatest songs take years, so.
I've also heard, though, that some of the greatest songs took like 5 minutes.
Yes, I think it depends. It just
Yeah.
depends on the writer and the song.
Drives me crazy. Absolutely drives me crazy. So Catching a Vibe.
Yes.
And but now, if you just tuned in, we're talking to Stevie Jewel, and we just now started playing her music, but you'll want to go back and listen to the beginning of the interview as well. And if you're listening on iHeartRadio, then you're listening to an archive show. So make sure you check us out on the ChrisTopProgram.com sometimes, because you can ask questions and comment and stuff like that during the chat. It's always a lot of fun. You can throw some curveballs out there because you never know. You never know what they're going to say in the chat. Okay, so this is called Catching a Vibe, Stevie Jewel on the Chris Top Program.
Heart race, or an earthquake, is it me? Do you feel the ground shake, energy crashing in new waves, the current that your cynics set the game in play? I'm feeding the fires, I'm crossing the wires, I'm catching a vibe in the air tonight, sending me signs like neon lights, eyes are attracting, pressure is stacking, chain is reacting, I'm catching a vibe. intensity. Can it be pulling me so magnetically every time that you speak to me internally? The feelings grow with intensity. I'm feeding the fires, I'm crossing the wires, I'm catching a vibe in the air tonight, sending me signs like neon lights. Odds are attracting, pressure is stacking, chain is reacting. I'm catching a vibe. Spreading, lines connecting. Your signal is the only one I'm detecting. Bridge between average day and dream. Always perceived but hasn't yet been seen. I'm catching a vibe in the air tonight, sending me signs like neon lights. Odds are attracting, pressure is stacking, chain is reacting. I'm catching a vibe.
Okay, for me, most songs have like a couple of stages they go through. I'll hear it on the radio once, and I'm like, yeah, it's all right. You know, and then I'll hear it again, and it's like, yeah, it's, you know, it's kind of growing on me. Then, you know, the third or fourth time I hear it, I'm singing along with it, and it's the greatest song ever. Your songs frustrate me because I feel like I should be in stage 3 already, and I want to sing along with it, but I don't know the words yet. Because it's just right off the bat, it just gets me, and I just love it automatically.
Well, thank you.
I'm glad he doesn't know the words because I don't want to hear him sing.
Yeah, you don't. You really don't. But I mean, your really positive personality comes through, I think, in it, and it's just so damn catchy.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and I hear that a lot with your stuff, and I think the Katy Perry comparison is a good one.
Yes, I think maybe my writing style just has a comparison to hers in some sort of way, and that's why I get that a lot, which is great. She's a super talented artist and writer. So.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I can hear that one on the radio, and I can also see your style like in theater, like in a musical.
Yeah.
Have you ever done anything like that, or have you ever considered anything like that?
Yeah. My early involvement in music was in musical theater, and I think that's probably why my music sometimes has an influence of that. Mm-hmm. But I would always be more than excited to work on a musical that had my original music in it.
Yes, that would be cool.
That would be bouse.
So cool.
Are you impressed that I was able to pick that up?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because there's nothing about that in your biography. I'm just that good.
He is. He's impressive.
But so what would be cooler for you then? Like passing a car on the road, or stopping by a car on the road at a red light and you hear their song on the radio, your song, or attending the theater and actually there's a whole musical based on your stuff. Like what would be cooler for you?
I don't even. Both of those would be really, really cool. Maybe the musical, just because if I were going to a musical, then it would. I would hope that there would be other people in the audience as well that were there enjoying the story behind my music. So maybe a musical.
Yeah, and I heard those critics though were just like brutal with that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that would be stressful. I mean, if your song's not good, then it's not played on the radio, and that's the extent of it. And I'm not saying, I say if it's not good, it just wasn't heard by the right person. So it stops there. But if your musical is actually made and it hits, it doesn't get really criticized until it's being performed, until after months, a month of rehearsals and putting it together. So, I mean, I could imagine that would be horrible for somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just, throwing it out there. So I'm sure that would be stressful. But I think you could do whatever you wanted to do. I mean, you're just super duper talented, and your attitude's great. You're just a nice person too.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I like to think that anyone it's all really practice, right? So if you have something that you really love and you continue to practice at it, eventually I like to believe anyway that you could make it in the world doing what it is that you love.
That's the dream, huh?
Well, I think so. That's most people's dream. Certainly was for me.
Well, like with us, we love the whole radio thing, and that's what we like to do. And we understand that, as long as if you can't make a living at it, then at least try to find a job that gives you quality of life so you can do it anyway.
Yes.
And I think that's the main thing. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like when we wake up in the morning, we feel successful. Just because we do get to do this at the level we do it and the CMA Fest, and we get to meet just wonderful people like you, and that's the big part of it for us, because I think we just like to be social.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what really matters is whether you feel successful or not, right? So, like for you feel like you're doing. Oh, yes. Okay. I thought I lost you there for a second.
No, I'm here.
You feel like you're doing what makes you happy and what you want to be doing, and that you're successful. Mm-hmm. And I think that that's what's most important, that you're successful in your own eyes.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I think that we're really happy with this, and I don't know. I mean, like I said, we get to meet cool people like you, and it's just a lot of fun.
You can't beat that, really.
We get to hang with cool people. See, we always fall a little short, in that area, so it's nice.
So if we hang out with cool people, then it makes us feel kind of cool.
To surround ourselves.
I think you guys are the coolest. Of the people I know, you rank in like the 5% of the coolest.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We got her fooled.
That's bows.
Now, have we ever talked about this? Because it's been a while since we had a discussion, but do you cook at all?
No.
You always bring that up with people.
A little bit, like very little bit. I can cook some things. I'm better at like crock pot meals or stew type of meals. If it's several dishes at once, then like I have to practice a couple times.
Sure. You probably don't have a lot of time. I mean, because you're going to school and your musical career, it's probably tough to find time to do that.
It's true, yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how do you stay in shape? I mean, do you with doing all that? I mean, you probably eat out a lot.
I do. I eat out way too much.
Yeah.
But I made my New Year's resolution to start boxing.
Oh.
And so I bought the gloves and I joined the gym.
Boxing.
And I've been going to boxing in my whatever spare time I can find.
So you kick ass on stage and
cool.
off stage.
Attempting to off stage.
That's freaking cool.
So how many days a week do you go?
I try and go 3 days a week, but that doesn't always happen.
I bet you look all like cool in your boxing gloves and stuff.
In my mind, I do. In my mind, I'm like a female Rocky kind of situation.
Now, if you weren't singing and performing and writing songs, what would you be doing?
Oh my gosh! If I wasn't singing,
yes, that's a tough one.
It's such a tough. This is probably why you don't send any prep questions, so that you can catch like real off answer.
Look at you being all diabolical.
What are you studying in school?
Songwriting.
Of course.
I guess I've never really thought about what else I would do besides music. I always thought that this is what I love, so I would make it work somehow. Mm-hmm. And
it's do or die, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But somebody though with your talent, I mean, I would think that there would be something that you would do if you decided one day. And I'm not saying you would, but if you just gave up, I mean, how rewarding would it be to teach or to maybe be a manager or something like that? I
don't know if I could ever go from being an artist to managing someone else, just because I feel like I would not be a good manager. You have to be organized and very good at managing people and obviously manager, but just like keeping them on track and focused on what they're doing. And I don't know that that's something that I could do for someone else. But
see, I'm naive because I just automatically think anybody in the business can do it if you're in the business.
That's not something that everybody can do.
Right. Now, do you have management or do you do all this on your own?
So I have management. I do a lot of it myself, probably because I'm kind of a control freak. Mm-hmm. So I do have that, which is great because they sort of take over things when it just gets to there. A lot of irons in the fire, like right now when we're gearing up for a single release and there's a lot going on between managing what we're doing next, where we're going next, what our plan is for radio, what our plan is for the video and marketing. And so management is so helpful during times like this when you really need more than one person to do it all.
Now, is your management based in Nashville or in Canada?
I have representation here, and I have a person in Canada as well. So both places.
So you've got it covered.
Yes, luckily.
You've got it all covered. I can just see you like with these, great like guitar endorsements and playing the Grand Ole Opry and just
all badass like that.
Yeah. We love you to death, and we listen to your music, and it makes us happy.
Well, thank you. I love you guys too.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Music is supposed to make people happy, right? I mean,
not all the time.
I mean, well, not like the sad songs, but I mean, it's supposed to make you feel something.
Yeah, it's supposed to. Yeah, that's the key, I think.
Yeah.
If
you don't feel anything, then
see what I love about Stevie is I could get in my car in the worst mood ever, like going to work and just hating the world, and I could listen to one of her songs, and after 3 minutes, my whole day's turned around. Bam. Done.
That's why music is so great, because it changes lives.
It is, in 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. You got the right song, you got the right melody, the right attitude behind it.
That's almost like a miracle.
It's a little 3-minute miracle. Wildflower, where did this come from?
So I actually had the opportunity to write with another artist from Canada and another friend of ours who is more of a writer than she's an artist. And so I came to them with this idea. I said, I want to write a song called Wildflower. I'm not really sure what kind of direction I want to take that in, but so we met a couple times and wrote this song, and it became this very cool anthemic, like we are young and we are free and we want to live and express ourselves. And so I love it's one of my favorite songs.
One of my favorites too. And this is good for any age, right? Even if you're my age.
Of course. Well, everyone's young at heart, right?
Sure.
Your age. Come on.
My age. Now, if I want to stalk you online, where do I find you?
On Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and it's Stevie Jewel, StevieJewel, just one L.
Gotcha. That took me a while to get that.
All of that also is on my website, and I have a blog where I post 3 times a week. And
I didn't know you had a blog.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I need to check out your blog.
Sweet.
Yep, it's on my website, and I just opened my merch store on my website too, so you can check out my merch.
What kind of merchandise do you have?
I have T-shirts and water bottles, soon to be stickers and baseball hats.
Ooh,
and
T-shirts.
I also have like a small one-off clothing company that's on there as well. It's like one-of-a-kind designs.
What?
You need to bring us some merchandise to give away at the CMA Fest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
of course,
like
totally.
If you bring it early on, we can display it all 4 days, and then we'll give it away the last day.
T-shirts, stickers.
Okay.
Stickers.
Great.
Yeah, we got to have some Stevie Jewel stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure, because it makes it cooler.
I like the fact that people are doing stickers right now. Like,
yeah, is
that's
stickers
like
the
a
new
trend.
trend or something?
I just feel like I want stickers so that at shows for people who maybe can't afford to like buy a shirt or buy a CD,
gotcha.
that I have something that they can just take with them to remind them of like that we met and that we talked and we hung out and they liked what I was doing. And yeah, that's why I want to make stickers.
Cool.
You should have a tattoo artist come in and do like Stevie Jewel tattoos.
Right?
Yeah, I can get
That would be
like
cool.
a like
legitimate
your face
permanent
on my back
yes.
kind of thing.
I thought you were going to say
It's
something
like, who's your
else.
favorite artist? And I rip my shirt off the back, and I'm like, Stevie Jewel.
Yep.
That's almost like sign my chest.
Yeah. Have you ever had anybody ask you to sign their chest?
Oh no.
Not yet.
I'd probably tell them that they were beautiful just the way they were, and I would be happy to sign a piece of paper.
We might try to arrange that.
Yeah. Somebody take your shirt off and ask artists to sign their chest.
We saw that. Our friend of ours.
Did you really?
Yeah, somebody jumped up, ran up to her, and just like ripped his shirt open and asked her to sign it.
Oh, wow.
She did it. She just went ahead and signed her name right there.
I wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't either. It was kind of funny. Okay, so we're going to play Wildflower, Stevie Jewel, right here on the Chris Top program.
We felt our roots reining us in, telling us who we are. Yeah, they got planted under our skin like an irresistible scar. And now we're dancing, blooming under the sky with the truth dawning in our eyes. Oh yeah. Wildflowers stealing the sun, rampant we run. Wildflower threaded with thorns, born to die young. Wildflower shaking the dirt, we recklessly learn as we come alive. Oh, 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 We heard the wind whisper our names, calling us to get up and go. We craved a journey, a yearning to break from the chains and travel on the open road. And now we're dancing, blooming under the sky with the truth dawning in our eyes. Oh yeah. Wildflower stealing the sun, rampant we run. Wildflower threaded with thorns, born to die young. Wildflower shaking the dirt, we recklessly learn as we come alive. Oh, 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 We come alive, together rise, reaching up to the light, let our free spirits fly. We come alive, together rise, let our spirits fly. Wildflower still in the sun, rampant we run. Wildflower threaded with thorns, born to die young. Wildflower shaking the dirt, we recklessly learn as we come alive. Wildflower still in the sun, rampant we run. Wildflower threaded with thorns, born to die young. Wildflower shaking the dirt, we recklessly learn as we come alive. Oh, 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 oh,
I can't hear that song and not be a fanboy. I hope when I see you in June, I can keep it together. I mean,
I
honestly.
won't. He'll be like, can I have like another tattoo? Can you sign my chest? Because it's getting high up in you.
But it's so good. It's so good. And I feel like I've always gravitated a little more toward female artists. I don't know why. But I just have. And I don't know. I used to be a little embarrassed about it, but now I'm just like,
now
whatever.
you accept it.
Whatever. I embrace my feminism.
Your feminism.
It's two totally different markets, right? Like men sort of write songs that are about women, and then women sort of write songs that I feel like are more emotional, so they're relatable to everyone.
Maybe, and I like the fact that that my emotional side gets tapped into. Now, I look back at some older stuff, though. I mean, like I've been a lifelong fan of like Billy Joel, and I love the stories.
Of course. Yeah.
Dang, Billy Joel.
Yeah,
He's
the
great.
stories that he tells, and then I cannot listen to this day. I cannot listen to "Sweet Child of Mine" by Guns N' Roses and not cry. I don't know what it is, but it's just
Guns N' Roses though is classic. Like so many of their songs are just absolutely fantastic. Whether you're a man or a woman, or no matter what your beliefs are, even really, their music is very transcendent.
Mm-hmm. It is, and that's very well put. But yeah, I hear your stuff, and there's a good, positive, emotional kind of a connection to it, and it's fun to listen to, and it's catchy as well.
That's always good.
Yes, it's great, and like I said, it just totally matches your attitude and your whole persona that you throw out there, and it's a great match. Mm-hmm. And and it means you're a good role model too. I think for anybody, any young person that's deciding to get into this kind of work in the music industry. I think that you are a good role model, and not just in the industry, but I guess with anything in life. I mean, just the way you project yourself.
Well, thank you. I try really hard to be somebody that other people, when I was younger, I just never really felt like I fit in entirely. And I wasn't an outcast or a loner by any sense. I had friends, but inside, I just never really feel like I fit in. And so that's probably why now I strive so hard to sort of champion for people like that you're not really an outlier, or you don't fit in with any one social group. Maybe you fit in with multiple groups, but not entirely. And so I just really champion for people like that they don't necessarily know where they fit, but they know what they're passionate about.
Maybe that's where the connection's at with us.
I feel the same. Like I feel your pain there.
It's okay though. We embrace the fact that
we're dorks.
We're dorks. And
I think I'm a little bit more of a dork than you.
Why would you even say that? I'm offended.
You should be. Just kidding. I don't know. I'm more awkward than you, I guess.
You're awkward. You've got that on lockdown.
Does that make me more of a dork?
It makes you more awkward.
Great.
I feel like being awkward now is the new version of hip.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
It doesn't work everywhere though, because then there's those people that are still behind, going like, "You're awkward. We don't like you. Go away."
They're just not hip yet. They don't know that it's a movement.
They're like, "It makes you look bad. Stop being awkward."
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today. It's always just an absolute pleasure to get to talk to you and find out what's going on and get all excited about the videos.
He's fanboying again.
LPs and just
look at him.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I love talking to you guys, and I can't wait to see you in June.
Yes. Maybe we'll eat cookies together.
Yes. More cookies for Hey Sugar Shop.
Do you want to take us out this time? Because I did it last time.
Hell yeah.
All right. Oh, wait. One more question.
Yes.
If somebody wants to see you perform live, do you have anything that's coming up?
Yeah, actually, I'm playing in New York in early April, LA at the end of April, Alabama at the beginning of May, Chicago in the middle of May, and in Canada in Huntsville at the end of May.
Dang.
Wow, so you're all over the place. Now,
yeah, so you can get all of that information on my website under my tour dates.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. So, and what about Nashville, like locally, if we want to try to, if we can't wait to see you this June, is there any chance we can see you in Nashville?
I'm working on some shows in Nashville that sort of fit in between those dates. I don't have anything confirmed yet, but as soon as I do, it will be under my tour dates on my website.
Sweet. Okay. So now we're excited. And they can come and get some Stevie Jewel bling.
Yeah.
Yes, some bling.
Yeah.
I'm excited about those stickers.
Yeah. All right. So, okay, go ahead. Because we got to go see Batman versus Superman.
That's right.
We got 6 o'clock tickets tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we're excited.
It's pretty bouse.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Thank you for listening to the Chris Top program. And until we broadcast again, please remember this. Life is good, and we're gone.
Maybe a dark things might be looking grim. I guess it's time